Hello, Geminis. Thank you so much for checking out Reflexive Moon Tarot. I am Sarah, and I'll be hosting your reading for this full moon in Aquarius or Pisces, depending if you follow sidereal or tropical charts. And we are in Virgo season, so that will also influence this reading as well, but it's not time specific, so it does not have to be relevant to, let it be relevant to the time that you reach this view. And we are starting off with the 5 of Swords. Ouch, Gemini. This is a bit of an ouch. So it's a concern. It doesn't necessarily mean that this has actually happened, but you are concerned that you've experienced some level of defeat. Also, maybe you feel defeated or that you've been robbed of an opportunity. Oh, and my little four-legged familiar is trying to be a part of this reading. So you feel like maybe you've been robbed of an opportunity, robbed of friendship, some relationships. You've experienced like some type of theft. I feel like the 5 and the 7 are related to theft and conspiracy, things like that. The energy that causes conflict, the malicious energy. And it is dimming your light on some level. You may be, interrupted on some level. Your capacity for consistency is being impacted. There's a lack of joy. For some reason, there's a bit of a lack of joy. Maybe you need to be around some young people, some new life, children. You need to have that type of energy in your life, or go visit if you can. If you can, that's not always an option for everyone. But just being around a type of youthful energy. If you have friends with children or even fur babies. 10 of Pentacles reversed. So overlooking the situation, there's like a lack of, like, you're feeling a sense of like a lack of legacy, where maybe you feel like everything you've done, you're not really able to you don't have anyone to pass it on to, and you want to pass on your knowledge. You want to mentor someone, perhaps. If you have the energy and capacity, I think that getting involved, like volunteering for any type of youth program or doing work with youth to share your knowledge and skills and whatever else you have to offer, because it's plenty. Like, you're creative, Gemini. Geminis are naturally artists and gifted and have the ability to see things from different angles because of their duality that you naturally carry. So let's see what is within. Yeah, there you go. Gemini, that's you right there. Raw mental energy. The perfect energy to fuel the fire of creativity, movement, art, visual art, any type of artisan or craft work. What else? Voice, like maybe you sing or like these are things that you can teach people how to participate in, or create a space or a platform for young people to do, to be themselves and to express themselves. I really feel like this is what's coming through. Maybe that would possibly replace whatever it is you're feeling like you're missing out on. This could be like, maybe, this doesn't necessarily mean like you want kids. This could be your kids are grown, or like you just want there to be that spark of joy back in life. And we've all been through a lot. We've all, we're all surviving through this pandemic time. And, it's really important to keep your mind fresh, to keep your mind active, and to take the time that you need to light your own way in this process. This is not something that I feel like is going to be done for you. This is all going to be, you recognizing the crazy light that you have here that shines so brightly. Like, you're able to light your own way, for crying out loud. Not everybody can do that. Light the way for yourself and for others. So it might feel boring, but you will be doing yourself some justice. Not only will you be doing yourself some justice, you will be doing others justice. Like, justice will be served on some level for you. Balance, I would say, is the key when it comes to the card of justice. So basically, the soul searching is paying off. Any type of mental anguish that you've been experiencing, it's going to come to an end. It may not feel great, but it's going to come to an end. So your attitude, maybe you might be stuck on it still a little bit, which is okay. But, remember that we did pull this ace here. So that is definitely within you. Being a badass love beam. That's what you need to do today. It's important. Not drowning in your misery. So what else do we have here? The way others see you as manipulative, unfortunately, and like, interestingly, this is a trait that Geminis have to a certain degree. It's real. So whenever you're like out of balance, Gemini, unfortunately, it is within your capacity very easily to be manipulative. So this is how others see you. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you are 100% of the time. And sometimes, sometimes other people are at fault for seeing you like that all the time. I would say that, other people, the way that they decide to see somebody and put them in a box, it becomes a fixed way of dealing with a person, and almost, fulfills your own prophecy when you put people in boxes, when you test people without their consent, when you, just like, it's like this passing of the buck of manipulation. And for whatever reason, people are seeing you as being capable of, not being capable of, but actually very manipulative on some level. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're doing right now. I mean, it's possible. You could be sucking people into some shit that they are not into. So just be mindful of that. Make sure that you, if consent is your jam, make sure that you are walking your talk on all levels. And then we have the Page of Cups. This cutie naked page right here. Reversed. So emotional manipulation. How like, if you're down and out because, you know, you've been through some shit, what are you, like, are you interested in leveling up on an emotional level? Are you going to allow this to help you level up, or are you going to just allow it to get the best of you and remain emotionally immature, to overconsume and just not really grow up in a lot of ways? And like, harm reduction is real for folks. So I really think it's important to acknowledge that. Not everybody is going to be perfect all the time, and perfection is not the greatest thing to strive for. But just be mindful. I feel like with this Magician and with this Page of Cups, this page could also be somebody that you're like really hoping to not attract in your life. Like, you're done with this kind of bullshit Page of Cups energy. Because the Page of Cups is like a player, and a shitty player at that. Like, at least, you know, if you're going to be a player, like, you can do it at a king and queen and knight level and pass it off on some level. But with the Page of Cups, it's really, it's a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. So don't do that. Don't attract your fear. Don't really think about it. Don't get caught up in that shit. It's not gonna help you. And then we have the Knight of Wands reverse. So we're not going to end with a reverse pip card. This was in Aquarius. Aquarius's spread. This was their first card upright. So, I mean, maybe this Aquarius that, I don't know, I'm not gonna like try and make something out of nothing, but this Knight of Wands is jealous. They are focusing their energy on, oh my gosh, my cat. My cat is having fun. I got the zoomies right now. So this knight is jealous. They're putting their energy into nothing, basically. And they're focused on things that aren't important. And also, I would say that this is like the type of person who's a narcissist, and who also is willing to like, who's only interested in using people for their own benefit. So just be very careful. We have now the Five of Pentacles reversed. So thankfully, you're not going to be in a bad place because of this. It's not going to turn into a desperate times call for desperate measures situation. So I feel like this is something that you will actually deal with very swiftly and effectively, especially considering this Ace of Swords energy that's come through. It's just a matter of like, when do you want it to end, or like how long are you going to hold on to this? How long are you going to hold on to it, Gemini? That really is the question. It's all up to you. How long are you going to hold on to this bullshit situation that's kind of stealing you of your joy? And yeah, do yourself some justice. You know that's going to happen. This is real. Super real. So with that, Gemini, thank you so much for checking out this reading. I know that it's going to end up with a positive outcome despite some, you know, moderately turbulent bullshit that I feel like you'll deal with effectively on account of experiential knowledge, because you got what it takes. All right. Take care and bye for now.